Welcome everyone. My name is Celine and I'm your host today. I am a certified acne specialist and a licensed esthetician, and Thursdays are all about acne. This is our acne show, and today has been actually an asked about topic. This is all about vitamin A and retinol in your acne routine. I want to start with the products that I recommend layering underneath vitamin A. Then we're going to dive into the different forms of vitamin A that we have in products and which ones are best for different people. So start with the basics. When you're using a vitamin A, it is going to be increasing cell turnover. That can be a little bit drying. It can cause a little bit of flaking. It is just increasing your skin cells' ability to turn over faster. So it's going to be shedding the older skin cells off the top, bringing those fresh baby cells up to the surface faster. This also naturally accelerates some other processes in our skin, which is our skin's ability to produce collagen. It speeds that up as well, which also produces healing, plumps up the skin, helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Vitamin A is a really amazing ingredient, but I do like everyone to put something nourishing underneath their vitamin A. It just lays down the foundation of hydration and healing before the vitamin A product, and it just accelerates everyone's results who does this. Gina has her own version of this, which you'll find out on Tuesday, but this is my acne version. I have two hydrating products that are fan favorites. We sell tons of these, but there are other hydrating serums that I like to use. For example, what I'm not going to mention today is some different hyaluronic serums. If you have a hyaluronic serum at home, that's very nice to use underneath the retinol. Any lightweight, hydrating, acne-safe serum that is not oil-based is a great product to use under your vitamin A. But here are my two favorites. First off, well-known, well-loved, Face Reality Hydrabalance. This is that fun product that is either green, blue, or yellowish, depending on the batch, because it uses lilac stem cells as well as chlorophyll that naturally changes from batch to batch. This is such a beautiful gel. It does have a light flowery scent to it, but it's actually not fragrance. It's the lilac stem cells. They have definitely a very obvious scent, and it's always the same. I really love that scent. But this is a wonderful option for anyone looking for that nice, bouncy, dewy skin. Not oily in any way. This actually helps balance out oil production. And it has a lot of plant stem cells that they're very strong antioxidants. So they help the skin with its natural processes of healing itself and protecting itself. So that is a great choice. That fits into most folks' budgets too. You get a lot of product here, and one pump goes a very long way. One pump of this is my face and neck. No more needed than that. So you let that dry, then put on your retinol. But my other base product that I love underneath vitamin A's, I like this one a little bit more. This is the Rhonda Allison Acne Remedies line. This is the Vital Repair Gel. Some of you may know this used to be called Growth Factor Gel. So this is a growth factor serum. This is actually made from human tissue growth factors that are ethically sourced, of course, synthesized in a lab. And the human growth factors, they just know how to interact with your skin better. So this works a lot better for scar reduction and boosted healing. So this not only has those growth factors, it also has hyaluronic acid as well, glycerin, which is a really nice plumping ingredient, as well as licorice root extract. I'm holding it the wrong way. Licorice root extract, which really helps with redness, scarring, inflammation. It's a really star ingredient. If you layer this under vitamin A products, you'll be very, very happy, especially if you're dealing with PIH and scarring. So let's move on from there. Let's go to the star topic at hand. That is our retinols, retinaldehydes. Let's just dive in. So many of you have heard of this ingredient. You know it is called the golden standard of skincare. It really is an amazing ingredient. But you want to use it correctly because it's very powerful. I know a lot of folks out there have probably tried the prescription tretinoin, retin A products, even adapalene gel, and you know that it doesn't mess around. If you overuse those products, your skin really thins out, you get a lot of redness, irritation, your skin barrier might get shot. So it's really important to take things lightly. So I always recommend that people start with a gentle retinaldehyde product. Retinaldehyde can be more potent than retinol in some formulations, but it is less irritating. It has the ability to work at a gentler pace and gentler on the skin, and therefore people can use it more and you can get better results. I also wanted to mention, can't forget this, I know a lot of you have seen that we don't recommend using a retinaldehyde, vitamin A product if you have inflamed acne. If you go online and you search, is retinol safe for inflamed acne? A lot of articles will say something like it can have some anti-inflammatory effect. The issue with it is that it is stimulating, it's very stimulating. So if your skin is in a stimulated, inflamed state, it is very hard to get rid of the inflammation when you're feeding it this stimulating cell turning over ingredient. So again and again, we were seeing clients who were using vitamin A products on inflamed acne. It tended to just continue being inflamed. It was very, very hard to clear that inflammation. So what we want to do is we want to clear the inflammation in your skin first using ingredients like mandelic acid, salicylic acid, and then when that inflammation is gone, then we can go in with a vitamin A product. And I'm going to start with a tried and true amazing vitamin A. This is a retinaldehyde formulation, and this is the Face Reality Vitamin A Corrective Serum. This is it doesn't say level 1 on it, but this is the level 1 because the next step up is their Vitamin A Corrective 2 serum. And the Vitamin A Corrective 2 is not kidding around. You do not want to jump straight to this one. So the level 1 is a retinaldehyde. They also put a lot of soothing and hydrating ingredients in here and natural oils to help buffer the retinaldehyde so that you can continue to use it on a regular basis without having to take breaks because your skin is getting overly dry and just flaky and uncomfortable. So for my retinaldehyde beginners, and you're using other acne actives, say a mandelic serum, I always recommend just starting with a simple skin cycling routine. We've been doing skin cycling for a long, long time before it hit TikTok because it works really, really well. So here's how it would work. So if you have your regular Face Reality routine, you're usually using mandelic acid topped with BPO at night. You're going to do that one night. Then the next night, you are going to do your vitamin A in place of your mandelic serum. Let that completely dry. And then you can go in with a little bit of the BPO to spot treat areas that you're breaking out. This combo isn't for everyone. If you find that the vitamin A with a little bit of BPO on top is too much, then assess your skin, maybe take a step back and just do your mandelic with BPO on top one night. Second night, do your vitamin A corrective. And then the third night is just nourishing ingredients. That's the starter routine. If you can do that for a couple weeks and your skin is not overly dry, feeling sensitive to the touch or red, then drop that third night, which is the healing serums, and just do mandelic serum one night, vitamin A the next night. And you can rotate that way. That's really gonna help with non-inflamed acne that is like open comedones, which is blackheads, clogged pores, and it's also gonna help with maturation arrest, which is those breakouts that are just sitting under the skin. They're not even really red, or they never come to a head. They're just bumps under the skin that we need to push out. Vitamin A is very good at that. So that is your starter routine. Mandelic acid, or maybe you're on salicylic, that's fine too. Then the next night, retinaldehyde. The next night, hydrating serum. If you have no dryness irritation, cut out the hydrating serum night and just do mandelic, vitamin A, mandelic, vitamin A. That is a great starter routine if you're still experiencing non-inflamed breakouts and you want to be using your mandelic acid along with your vitamin A. Then, to bump up a little bit, you could do that same exact routine. If you have no dryness, no irritation whatsoever, then you can move on to the Vitamin A Corrective Level 2 Serum. This is like a big jump though, so definitely talk to us, talk to our SDs, talk to your acne coach, make sure that is a good jump for you. So say you are really not breaking out anymore, you're no longer getting big pustules and pimples, and you're dealing with acne scars and texture on the skin. If that's the case, then we can start working our way up the vitamin A ladder. And I'm gonna start with my my personal favorite retinaldehyde serum. This is the Rhonda Allison Stem Cell A. And this is actually retinaldehyde boosted with mandelic acid. So you're getting both in here, but they're formulated to play well together. So I don't usually recommend mixing the two and then applying to your face. You want a product that is formulated for them both to live synergistically without breaking each other down or reacting with each other. So this serum, if you're no longer experiencing a ton of breakouts, you're just seeing scarring, maybe some texture, clogged pores, a pimple here and there, like 1 or 2 at a time max, then you can replace your mandelic at night with the Stem Cell A. You would use this every other night to start, and on the nights you're not using it, just use a moisturizer. And then after doing that for 2 weeks, if you have no dryness, redness, irritation, you can use this every night. This is pretty gentle, especially if you're used to using a lot of BPO, mandelic acid. Your skin is going to really love how nourishing, but still very corrective this is. And then this is what I use. My nighttime routine with this is Vital Repair Gel or NeoGenesis Skin Serum. Just NeoGenesis Skin Serum is very expensive. So my normal nighttime routine would be this Vital Repair Gel, let it dry, Stem Cell A, let it dry, and then HydraCalm mask, which we'll touch on in a little bit. So moving back to our retinol ladder, if you've gone through a couple bottles of Stem Cell A, you're looking for an upgrade, or alternatively, you have very oily, tough skin that you feel like whatever you use on it doesn't make a difference, this is your next step. This is Rhonda Allison's Salicylic A serum. This is retinol with salicylic acid, and this is like the big guns. This is really not to be used more than 2 to 3 times a week, even once your skin acclimates, because you don't want to push your skin too hard. You don't want to hurt your barrier. This is a serious serum. But this is very resurfacing. This really helps with acne scarring while also boosting collagen production. This is the big gun, so don't jump straight here. If you've not used retinol before, please start with one of the retinaldehyde serums that I mentioned, but this is your upgrade. If you have very tough, non-sensitive, very oily skin, you could experiment with jumping straight to this, but I would say only use it twice a week to start. Twice a week for a few weeks, then increase to 3 times a week. And also, if you're using Salicylic A serum, make sure you are putting a nice hydrating gel underneath. So either Hydrabalance or Vital Repair Gel. My last one to mention, we'll circle back to the Face Reality Corrective A serum. I would say in terms of what is stronger, Salicylic A serum is a bit stronger than the Face Reality Vitamin A. So if you're kind of wanting to upgrade from a retinaldehyde, but you don't want to go totally crazy to the Salicylic A, this one would be your friend. I find this one is a lot stronger than people anticipate. So a lot of people will do just 1 bottle of the first corrective from Face Reality and then jump straight into this one, and they're like, holy heck, my skin is so dry and peeling, because it is quite a jump. I would say do a few bottles of this one, then even upgrade to Stem Cell A, use this for a little while, then ease into this vitamin A and only use 2 to 3 times a week, because this is some big guns. It works great, but it is going to be a little bit more irritating on the skin, a little bit more stimulating and drying. So then my last step in this routine is you want to top your retinol. This is not like BPO. You want to top your retinol with hydration, soothing support. And my #1 pick for that always is Face Reality HydraCalm Mask. It says mask, but it is the best nighttime moisturizer ever. There is a famous Olympic swimmer named Abby who uses Face Reality, and this is her daily moisturizer. She uses this on her sunscreen in the morning, and she uses it at night. It's just a crazy good, calming, plumping, light, but still, somehow lightweight, gel creamy texture that is so good over the top of retinol products, because it really mitigates redness, irritation, and dryness that can occur from it. Highly, highly recommend this product. Another one that you can use if you have more oily skin would be Barrier Renewal Cream. This is a powerful hydrator, but it is a little thinner in texture, so it's not gonna feel thick on the skin. This is very lightweight, and this is also important if you find that you do have a tendency to have an irritated skin barrier or a stripped skin barrier. Those of you who know this product, I know you love it. This is a really wonderful little moisturizer from NeoGenesis, much loved around here.